Okay, this is Ryan back with you again, and I want to show you some examples of exit offers. Now, without getting overly kind of creative here, I'll tell you the first place that you should go if you're looking for some examples of exit offers is just to our good friend Google. I typed in exit pop examples, and you will find just loads and loads and loads of really great examples that also link off to really great blog posts that give really great case studies on how to deploy different exit pop-ups. So rather than reinventing the wheel, I'm going to point you over here first and foremost and show you some of the standard things that people are doing. So that I can spend a lot more time in this video showing you some things that we're doing that I don't really see a lot of other folks doing. You should just know that exit pops typically come in three categories. Number one, they're designed to increase immediate sales. Okay, so you might offer some type of a discount, like what you're seeing here, this candle company. Hey, sign up. They're building lists, but they're also getting some immediate sales. Here's an example. My buddy Neil Patel kind of restating, the offer, generating some more immediate sales. So that's the first thing, immediate sales. The second big example you'll see is reducing cart abandons. Okay, so how can you get people who start the buy process to finish the purchase process? So I'll show you some examples of that, and then I'll show you some examples that we do that's unlike what I see a lot of people doing. And then the third category is to generate leads, okay, is to generate leads. And that's probably the most common one. Here's a great example. Here, it's a pop-up that would appear on exit to generate leads. And you'll see that time and time and time again. So those are kind of the big three overarching categories. I'm going to show you some examples, but like I said, I want to spend a little more time showing you some stuff that we're doing that's a little bit unique, just so that you can get some ideas that you won't find just from a Google search. Now, before we do dive into that, though, I want to show you an example of what I don't mean, okay? This is an example of what I don't mean when I talk about an exit pop. And you've probably seen these before where you've gone to websites and you go to leave, you go to hit the back button or you go to close out, and then a box like this appears. This is not compliant for most traffic sources. Certainly when it comes to Google, Facebook, this type of exit pop is not compliant because it's actually preventing someone from leaving the site. And in most cases is a little bit annoying, and in most cases isn't as effective as the type that I'm going to show you. So the pop-up that I'm going to show you, you can typically see, unless they go and change this up, over at Crazy Egg, and I'll show you some more examples, and when you see some of the providers in just a bit. It's actually more of an exit intent pop-up or an exit overlay. And the way that these work is when somebody comes to a website, so let's say I come to Crazy Egg because I'm interested in, getting some heat mapping, and I go look around, and then when I go to leave, as soon as I break this little plane right here, it can tell that, okay, this little plane right here, there's like a 1 pixel line going all the way across, and as soon as the cursor moves above that, that's when it appears, okay? That's an exit intent. Now, it's not preventing anyone from leaving. It is simply showing them something as they're going to leave. That's why it's exit intent and an exit overlay and not a traditional exit pop. Now, the way most of these things are run is you limit how often people see these exit pops, so typically just once per session. So since I've already been to this page, and that's why you're not seeing it appear here. So let me go ahead and open up a new private window. I'll go back to Crazy Egg and do the same thing. I'll look around. Hey, this looks interesting. Okay, let me go look. And then, okay, well, this looks interesting. I'm going to come back later. Later equals never, so go to leave, and boom. There you go. And in this one, this is the traditional kind of two option, either, yes or no. But this is just designed to generate more immediate sales, okay, more immediate sales. It's not necessarily making a new offer. It's not necessarily cart abandon, right? This is just here to generate some immediate sales. So if I click show me my heat map, it takes me back to over here to this page, takes me over to the order form. Okay, so that is a simple exit intent pop-up deployed really effectively by our friends at Crazy Egg. And like I said, there are some other examples that you'll find if you go back and you look at all these, tons of them out there. Now I want to show you how we like to use it to generate leads, okay? How we like to use it to generate leads. We like to drive a lot of traffic to blog posts. So we deploy a content-first strategy, and this is one of our more popular blog posts we've done over the last couple of years, the ultimate list of blog post ideas. Now, what a lot of people will do, and you'll see this when you get to these examples, is a lot of them will run generic exit pops. So, do you want to learn WordPress? Get free WordPress video plugins. This one here, again, it's kind of generic. It's basically subscribe to my newsletter. And you see that time and time and time again when it comes to list building. Subscribe to my newsletter, subscribe to my newsletter, subscribe to my newsletter. Well, one of the things that you heard us talk about all the way back in one of the early modules on lead magnets is the importance of lead magnet specificity. Okay? So we had a little theory. We basically said, look, we know if this is a post, for example, about blogging or content marketing, we have a ton of different lead magnets. So rather than popping up a generic lead magnet, why not pop up a lead magnet that is specific, okay? A lead magnet that is specific to the topic of the page that they are on. So let me show you how this works. Again, because I've already been to this page, it's not going to show up, so I need to open up a new private window because it's not going to keep showing the same pop-up to the same person even if you refresh the page. So let's say I come to this page right here, ultimate list of blog post ideas here, digital marketer, and I'm just going to scroll around. The other thing that we do is we tweak the timing of this, okay? So we're not necessarily, if somebody comes, they leave in the first couple of seconds, we're not going to have the pop-up appear. So usually we'll time it to where, it won't appear until you're here for around 10 seconds. So somebody's been here long enough to where it looks like they're definitely interested in it. So I'm going to scroll around. You can see this is a really long blog post. But if somebody's reading it, it's because they are definitely interested in, certainly if they're going to read it and stick around for more than 10 seconds, it's because they're interested in content marketing or blogging. Now, you can see we do have a relevant image ad that we're showing here, and that's good, but let's also think, okay, they read it. Now let's say they go to leave. Check out what happens. There you have it. The ultimate list of blog post ideas. Now, this is not kind of our generic post. This is not our generic pop-up. I'll show you an example of what that is in just a second. This one appeared just because they were on a post about content marketing. If they were on a post about traffic generation, we would pop up a lead magnet about traffic generation. Facebook advertising, that'd be Facebook advertising. Okay, email marketing would be related to email. So, and if we didn't have something set up for that particular topic, then we would show a generic pop-up. Then we would show just our generic pop-up, which I'll show you in just a second. So I'm going to close this out so you can see the generic one. I'll go open new private window. Go to digital marketer. Over to the blog. And now let's look at this one, okay? The ultimate guide to Facebook video ads. All right? So this one's about Facebook video ads. And on this one, now I don't exactly know what's going to happen here. I don't know if we have a lead magnet that's relevant to this yet, or if our editorial team felt like we didn't have one that was closely, relevant enough to this, and that's when they'll have the generic one appear. So it'll be a bit of a surprise for both of us. So let's go ahead and see what happens. So again, pretend that we're scrolling around for a little bit, scrolling around. Looks like a good blog post. I like that it's about, I went to go lead. Now look, the ultimate Facebook ad template library. Okay, so you see how this one was different? The ultimate Facebook ad template library. Since this one is about ad templates, then it shows there. And if we click on no, it simply takes you back. If we click on yes, then you can see it opens up a new window and takes you over to a landing page. Okay, so this is a really, really, really effective method for generating leads when you're driving traffic to content. And what we're doing is we're matching the topic of the offer that's in the exit pop-up to the topic that was on the page that we're on. So get away from just the generic, hey, sign up for my newsletter, which is most of what you're going to see in here. Most of the ones, not that they're bad, just most of the ones that are in here are generic. They're sign up for my newsletter. Glad that you're here. That's certainly better than nothing, right? But it's not as effective as if you can match. And I'll show you the technology that we use to do that in just a second. Okay, so we talked about increasing immediate sales through exit pops, restatement of the offer, and we talked about lead generation. Also, let's talk about reducing cart abandons. So this is one of the things, and this is my buddy Neil Patel, when he had his Quick Sprout Traffic University. If you went to leave, he would actually show you a discount offer, okay? He would show you a discount offer. Now, when you're showing this discount offer, when somebody goes to leave the order form, then that can reduce cart abandons, but it can also, an offer like this can be used to increase immediate sales. So you can use this to advertise, to highlight an unadvertised bonus or an unadvertised discount that you might be offering. Here's another one that would be used. Hey, wait, before you leave, you have something in your cart. right? It's just a last minute reminder, hey, you have something in your cart. Here's one that uses a timer. You're going to leave right now, but you can apply a discount code. It's only good for the next 10 minutes, but you can apply a discount code if you come back. That's another way to increase immediate sales, and if it's used in a shopping cart situation, to reduce cart abandons. This is one of my favorites. I like just because it's a cute little puppy dog. Please don't go. Check out for 10. I mean, the puppy dog obviously has nothing unless they happen to be selling puppies, which I don't think they are. But the puppy dog has nothing to do with it. It's just there to reduce cart abandons. So like I said, this is kind of some generic uses. You'll find these when you go and look at examples. I want to show you an example of how we use it on one of our properties. And we do this to make a different purchase offer, a different purchase opportunity. So I'll go over to this page right here, InvisibleSellingMachine.com. This is a page where I'm selling one of my books. And on this particular... Oh, first of all, let me shut me up. So on this particular page right here, we are selling this book, okay? We're selling this book right here. Now, this book is also available at Amazon, but I would obviously prefer that people buy this book from me because then they're on my customer list as opposed to Amazon's customer list. So what we're doing is we're offering a better deal here. You can get the hard copy cover for $9.95 plus these bonuses here, right? When they go and sign up. So let's say somebody goes to sign up here and they click on this link. Now they come to this page and they go to fill it out and they're clicking around and they're thinking to themselves, this looks good, I guess, but I'm a little bit nervous about buying a book. I've never heard of this Ryan Dice guy. I've never heard of Digital Marketer. I don't know if I necessarily want to buy a book, from them. I wonder if it's available on Amazon. Okay, so what we want to do here, because we knew that a lot of the people who were leaving to go and check Amazon, is we wanted to go ahead and affirm that action. Now, we've done this not just with books, but we've also done it with physical products. So if you have your own e-commerce site and you also sell products via Amazon, then you might want to consider having an exit pop-up that appears on your order form, sending them over to Amazon, or at least giving them the option to go over to Amazon. We've also done this with PayPal. So with digital products, if you want to allow somebody, if you would prefer that somebody buy through your shopping cart, because maybe you have more billing options and things like that, but you found that a lot of people would rather buy through PayPal, then same deal when they go to leave, that's when you can have an exit pop-up here, sending them off to PayPal as an option. So making a different order option is another way to reduce cart abandons and generate a lot more immediate sales through exit pop. So let's go ahead and see. One of the things that we added on this was a fairly long delay. So if you go and check this out on your own by going to InvisibleSellingMachine.com, you'll find that there's a long delay because we didn't want to, cause an exit pop to appear too soon. So we really wanted to get here, start to fill it out, and then get cold feet. So I think there's about a 10-second delay. So let's see if it's been long enough. So print it and fill it out. Then I'm going to go, let me go see if it's available on Amazon. Go to leave. Still, there it is. So you can see the offer. Wait, don't leave without your book. You can get a hardback copy on Amazon for $19.95, or grab the Kindle version for $9.95, or save 50% when you buy it through Digital Marketer today. So we've got two options. Take me to buy on Amazon, or I'd rather buy at half price directly from Digital Marketer. If they click, I'd rather buy at half price, this closes and they get taken right back to this form. If they instead click over here to the one on Take Me to Amazon, I'll go ahead and open this up in a new window. Then you can see it takes them right over to our listing on Amazon where they can buy either the hardcover or the Kindle version right here on Amazon. And like I said, if they click I'd rather buy at half price, then it closes out and they're right back here. So those are some different options to deploy exit pops that I'm not really seeing a lot of people use. Like I said, the first one was on the order form to offer a unique purchase option. So to offer a new purchase option. Maybe it's Amazon, maybe it's PayPal. Okay, that can be a good way to utilize it. And the other thing that I'm not seeing a lot of people do is is the example that I showed you here, where you match the exit offer when you're generating leads through content, match the exit offer to the topic of the content. Now, a lot of people say, what tools can I use to do this? This one that we use, optinmonster.com. Optinmonster will allow you to do the matching that I showed you over here so that you can match like I said, the exit offer to the actual web page, so it's not a site-wide exit offer. You can get very, very specific with it. This is a great tool. And Opt-in Monster is also great if you're using WordPress. It's one of the lowest priced options out there, and it's a very, very, very great tool. Opt-in Monk is another tool. It's similar to Opt-in Monster, but OptiMonk can be used even if you are not on WordPress. Now, the thing that I like about OptiMonk that you might want to go and check out, scroll down at the bottom. Remember, I said that in addition to all the examples, if you just Google exit pop examples, you'll also find some really great case studies here. And actually, OptiMonk did a case study on us. So you'll find a number of different case studies on how different people have used their tool. Bounce Exchange is another solution that can do this. What I like about Bounce Exchange is they're 100% turnkey. Okay, so Opt-in Monster is best if you're using WordPress, and if you're comfortable doing a little bit of code modification. OptiMonk is a little more user-friendly than Opt-in Monster, but it also has, it's also a little more expensive. Bounce Exchange is the most expensive, but it is 100% turnkey. I mean, they will do everything for you, including designing all of your exit pops, tracking, consult. They'll do everything. They'll also give you a lot of examples of how this is used in a lot of different case studies. If you go in and sign up, you can see they get used by a number of very, very, very large organizations. So those are some good options for you. Just remember the 3 categories: increase immediate sales, reduce cart abandons, and generate those leads. So with this, hope you got saw some examples here that will apply to your business. Now go out there and let's start running some exit pops.